Okay, so before we start talking about this whole topic, I want to make a quick announcement. From now on, every Wednesday and every Saturday, 9 o'clock Indian Standard Time, I will upload a video. Two reasons for me doing this is, one is to bring consistency as an audience. You should expect video on Wednesday and Saturday. This brings a more validation and consistency in our schedule and all of that, so that you expect this is when I'm gonna upload a video. And two, I have a lot going on with my life. I am working full-time, I travel for my work, I am working on an entrepreneurship competition and also startup and all of that. So there's just a lot going on and I need a schedule, so I think this will help me stay on top of everything. So expect videos on Wednesday and Saturday, 9 o'clock Indian Standard Time from now on. Okay, moving on to this topic. In this video, we're gonna address these questions. I think a lot of you are getting admits from colleges, which is great. And I'm getting a lot of questions on like, hey, I got admission in UTD versus CSU Fullerton. I got admits in CSU Chico versus CSU Fresno. I got admit in UIUC versus University of Maryland College Park. Which one should I select and how do I pick my college? What is the criteria we should look for? So that's what I'm gonna help you fix that problem. And the way we're gonna do this is two parts. One, in this video, I'm just gonna tell you the criteria on what you need to start looking at, and then second part of this video, which will be the next one, which will be next Wednesday, not this Saturday. Next Wednesday video, we will talk about on a real example from one of you who has asked me to compare these colleges. So I'll take that, put this criteria and compare these two colleges or three colleges, how many ever colleges that is going to be, and then give you a result on how you should do comparison for your admits which you have. And also moving forward, I'll do for a couple more examples just to show you how it's done. But in future, I think after watching a couple of videos, you should be able to make that decision. The reason is that when you ask me that question, I can give you my opinion. I can tell you this is the college you should go into, but those criteria based on is my opinion, not yours. So I want you to do the research first, and then when you hit the final confusion, then I want to help you make that decision. But that decision, before that, I want you to do the research, and it's going to help you a lot more in your visa interviews, and in when you go to the college, you will know a lot more about it, and you will be fully researched. You will be fully aware of what you are getting into. Okay, let's dive into the 4 criteria which you need to know for colleges now. Okay, so the first criteria is going to be cost. That includes living expenses, college fees, etc. We'll talk more in detail of each criteria in the next video. The second big criteria is going to be coursework, which includes how many credits do you need and what are the subjects, what is the syllabus of the college. The third one is student life, campus life, safety of your students, and weather conditions. I just added weather because I recently there's so much going on with weather, so I think that's a good addition. And the final one, which is going to be most important for most of you, I think, is job opportunities and location. Location is related to job opportunities, that's why I paired them together. So what's going to happen is you have this 4 criteria which is going to drive this decision of how to select a college. Now, before we get into more detail, let me draw this circle, which is my USA college. Now, this is the college you want to be in. This is your primary college, right? And these 4 factors is gonna drive that decision. And each factor is going to have some certain amount of importance and priority in your life. Now, I'll tell you what was my priority, and you can decide what is yours, and then do this diagram for the colleges you have. Okay, So for me, cost was the biggest factor criteria, and I'll talk more about it in our next video why. But cost, I wanted to be a cost efficient college. Fees should be less and living expenses should be less and all of that. So that was like big factor for me. And then the second one was coursework and subjects and requirements, and how this program is going to be, what am I gonna learn and what am I getting into. That was the second biggest factor for me. And then comes to student life, campus life, safety, weather, and all of that. I knew that I didn't want it to go somewhere where it is going to be snowy and I'm gonna have to deal with snow. So that's why I check. That's my third factor. And the final one is job opportunity and location. That was my smallest and least important factor. Now you're gonna ask me why. Probably most of you is gonna have job opportunities and location as your big circle, bigger factor. The reason I have that small is because I knew that no matter what happens, no matter what college I go into, no matter what college ranking I'm going to be, I am going to work so freaking hard that 2 years of masters that I will have job no matter where I am in the United States. That was very clear in my head, that I had that mindset from day one. So I worked myself in that 2 years in a way where I created my network and contacts, and I worked on my resume and portfolio and profile so that I had job offers at the end of the graduation. So same thing for you. You need to figure out which one is your circle bigger. What is your priorities? Job opportunities and location your priority. Cost of living and college fees is your priority. Coursework, it can be equal or it can be, one can be bigger, one can be smaller, and your priorities can be anything. For a lot of American students or students in America, for them student life is like big circle because they want to enjoy student life, on campus life and all of that when they are in college. For us as an Indian student or international student, that might not be a big factor. So you need to figure out what is your, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be cost, it doesn't have to be job, whichever that is. You need to figure out and draw that. And once you have that, in the next video we will try to get all this information, put it in a spreadsheet and compare the colleges, and then come up to a conclusion that this is why this college is better. And hopefully we can do this for any college you want to. So it doesn't have to be the example I pick, but it can be applied to any colleges and can do this with any colleges admits you have. I hope you like this video and also gain a lot of valuable information, and also give you a direction how to move forward with making a decision of selecting a college. I guarantee you, if you do this research, it's going to help you two things. One, get a best college for yourself, and two, when you go for visa interview and the visa officer is asking you why did you pick this college, you have all this research already. It's there for you. Just pick that answer and then give it to him. He will be very impressed. So this is going to help you, and you're investing a lot of money and time. So please understand that this research is only helpful for you. So please do this research for yourself. Until our next episode, keep smiling and keep hustling.